Good. We're good. No
Okay.
worries. Okay. Well, thank you for your interest. I see that you are a graduate from GSC. How exciting!
hmm
How exciting is that? Okay.
I,
So
I actually think I had reached out to you while I was a student there asking for the syllabus of one of your classes, and then the timing didn't work out with the rest of my schedule.
yes, it's fun. It's a small world, isn't it? Right. Well, I'm
Yes.
pretty much done with GSC. I mean, I'm still teaching, I think, that one course, but it's getting harder and harder because I am working full time now on Chusita.
Right.
So you probably know already that Susito is an early stage startup. We
hmm
building technology. You probably know from GSC that my own background is in natural language processing, applied for evaluating reading difficulty in texts. And we have developed innovative technology with the support of the National Science Foundation. We got a grant of $1 million to do that. And besides what you probably have seen on site right now, which is the first launched product, which is filtering the web by reading level and theme, we are actually building a personalized learning solution to support specifically teachers who are trying to identify material content for each individual student. So our vision and goal is to to address the problem of how do you build content for personalized curricula in a way that is efficient, because a teacher obviously cannot right now personalized learning is happening only in elite contexts where teachers have where the ratio of teacher to student is such that allows the teacher to actually identify all the documents. So that's where we are. That's our vision. It is quite hefty to try to implement help the implementation of personalized learning at scale. And this is a quick screen call, so it's no more than 20 minutes. We'll probably have more time in in a different call. We could even meet to talk a little bit more. But this is kind of just to the plan is for me to ask a couple of questions, 2 or 3 questions, and then I will leave 5 minutes for you if you need to ask any questions, and then we'll take it from there. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, cool. Okay, so my first question, Lauren, because I will be honest with you, you have the least marketing experience for a position of being the chief marketing person, a marketing and business development person in a company. So I want to ask you what your interest is and what brought you, with what kind of experience are you coming into a kind of a sales and marketing position?
So I'll give you a little background on myself. I did my undergraduate degree in business with a concentration in marketing, as well as my elementary education certification. And then I was at Penn GSE for my master's in reading, writing, and literacy. And I knew I wanted to combine my passions for both education and business, and not necessarily just be in the classroom. So I took the position at AWE Learning as the blended learning specialist, and a lot of my roles included professional development, whether it was through webinar or on site, assisting with some of the marketing materials. And then, unfortunately, the company went into Chapter 11, and they cut about half the company. Luckily, I was kept on board, and my focus stayed in the marketing role as opposed to professional development with teachers. So I was working primarily on marketing, and in the past year and a half, 2 years, I've done a lot of collateral, working with the sales team to see how else we can help them. We've reached the past 6 months. We recently started launching our blogs. So I post a blog post every 2 weeks on our company website. That's also promoted through social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We started a quarterly newsletter, which I run. I still do professional development on the side when necessary. I work on grant proposals for libraries, product development. We're in the process of creating a new tablet device. So I've been the leader of finding the content, talking with vendors, presenting it to our team here, and taking their feedback and kind of giving the broader picture, and then going further, digging deeper. I've also launched in a company advocates groups. We have about nine librarians across the country that are part of our advocates group, and we use them to get feedback on our products, have them promote through social media, have them write blogs, they have been a primary role in our product development. We sent them a tablet with some of the content we're looking at to get their feedback on that as well. So kind of a lot of things all over the board in the marketing realm.
Mm-hmm. And how is that effort, do you think, affecting the marketing and sales of the company? I mean, is there any way that you can describe kind of your biggest accomplishment in connection to the way that this kind of effort with social media and blogs and content creation is increasing the like the basically the revenue for the company?
We've been looking at our Google Analytics based on the website, and how they get to, whether they go to Facebook or they go to the blog, and throughout 2016, it's been a huge jump in comparison to 2015 in relation to visits to the website. And a lot of the sales reps are getting positive feedback at their trade shows, which have caused a large return on investment through the trade shows as well. One of the other things I also do is the email blast.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Email blast was promoting a promotion that we have, or if it's right before a conference, we usually send out a blast about 2 to 3 days before, promoting that we'll be on site and trying to get traffic to our booth.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any data sense of what the huge boost was, or how this boosting the traffic, for example, you mentioned Google Analytics before, how is that? Do you have a way of keeping track of how this affects like this kind of exposition of the company to potential users or customers into, converting into actually using a product, or I don't know exactly what you were promoting, how this would convert into an actual customer?
So I don't have the numbers directly in front of me, but we do have, like I said, the Google Analytics that show us by month, or break down even more in depth to look at the amount of users that have gone to our website. Then we can correlate that to the sales for the month.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes with our products, we've seen a lot of, sometimes it takes a long period of time in order for the order to come through, as opposed to if they see it at a trade show, it might take a few months in order for them to get it approved by whether it's their board or their friends of the library group. We sell primarily to libraries, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so my next question is, from all your work experiences, the organizations that you have worked for, which one gave you the greatest job satisfaction, and what do you think in that organization made it possible for you to be really happy working for it?
Well, right now I feel like I definitely learned a lot in my current position as the marketing manager at my current company, AWE Learning. I definitely feel like with a lot of changes that are still going on, I feel like my skills have kind of plateaued a little bit, and I'm really looking to develop more in the marketing end and really develop my skills as a young professional.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's it. As I promised, it was going to be quick for me on my questions. I do have something else that I would like to say before we end the call, but I would like to give you first a little bit of time to ask any questions that you may have.
Okay. Where are most of your implementations currently?
When you say where, what do you mean?
Is it schools across the country? Are you focused in one geographic area right now?
For the product, you mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is no, we are focusing on K-12 in terms of what kind of user is the product is designed to be used by, but it's the US, and we have also lots of users internationally. So it's not constrained geographically.
Right. How big is the organization now? Is it just you?
The organization has a 5-member technical team. So obviously we are stronger technically because we started developing the technology first.
Right.
We have a 2-member marketing team, and we are looking now for a leader in for marketing. And of course, we have a team of 6 advisors, both from computer science, education, marketing, and also including Kathy Strock, who you may know actually. So so the team is small. No, it's not just me, but it is a small team. It's a startup.
That's great. Those are the main questions I have right now.
Okay. All right. So here's what I want to ask you, Lorraine. So it seems to me, I looked at your bio carefully, and I really see that you have a great potential into the, working or assisting with the social media and content. And I will be straightforward with you. So in terms of the specific job description that you have read, which, by the way, where did you find out about this position?
I think I saw it on EdSurge.
EdSurge, okay. So we are looking for the chief marketing, business development, and marketing position. I'm looking for a team member that has experience in developing the business in terms of developing relationships with industry partners, trying to identify the product market fit, what kind of value Chusito adds to business partners, because our model is to try to integrate with maybe platforms or other bigger products and not just go as a standalone product that you see right now. So our first launch was primarily to, we wanted to be in schools, of course, to evaluate whether this is a product that teachers and students would like to see. But primarily it is for us to collect the data in order to improve the personalized models that we are building, and we have not launched yet. But the marketing approach is to scale up. We don't plan. You probably know it is very hard to go school to school, especially when you want to integrate a tool that helps personalized learning, because personalized learning is not easy. You don't just give a tool without the appropriate support or having everything else around it, and then it will just happen. So we're more thinking about integrating, creating APIs and integrating our technology that analyzes what the student is reading and exposed to understand what they know about the topic with kind of bigger partners. So in that respect, it seems to me that you're not like a great fit for that. However, I do want to enrich our online presence. We do have one of our team members is doing a great job on on Twitter. So we do have help about Twitter, but I would like to generate more content, like blog posts, like educating teachers a little bit more. We started giving some content in terms of lesson plans, or what kind of, how to help them engage students, use the tool to engage students in kind of more meaningful inquiry-based activities. So there might be an opportunity there for, I guess at this time, maybe for a part-time position. Is that something that might be of interest to you to write content for us?
Yeah, definitely. Like contract work, you mean?
Yes, at this point, I get, we would always start like that because that's easy, right? I mean, we don't have to make a commitment, because we can start, with getting to know each other, understanding what, what we're trying to achieve, what kind of content would be appropriate. And then we can, we can start as a contract, right? Like, for example, writing 4 blog posts per month or something, or writing, as I said, maybe some kind of a lesson plan, or how to assist guide the teacher to do an activity where the students, we're also very heavily invested on information literacy. So we have built all the tools for students to evaluate the resources. But the teachers don't know about them, and teachers, would benefit. I mean, it would be easier if we showed them exactly how to use the tool to both engage the students and have them evaluate the resources and see the analytics of that. So there is a lot of, we could use expertise in how to deliver content in a way that teachers can understand and then implement in their classrooms, for example. So we could, I mean, if your current position allows it, if I could consider that if it is a possibility for you.
Right. If that's something I could do like on my, like at night or on the weekends, then definitely.
Okay. All right. So let me then, as a next step, would you mind sending me an email with some links to content that you have actually written yourself for the company, so that I can take a look at like basically samples of your content work?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. All right. So I'll wait for your for that email, and then I'll contact you again and see if we can do some kind of a contract work together.
Okay, that sounds great. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Nice talking to you, Lauren.
You too. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.